Hi, welcome back to Flight Sim. Mr. Gray, how you doing, sir? Good evening, nice to see you here. Hi, just me and you at the moment, I think. Right, I've hastily, quickly planned this, well, a little bit quickly. No, I actually took some time to plan this journey and, you know, hastily put it together in a stream, so here we go. So, I like the Comanches, you know, I'm quite taken with it, so decided to do a little journey with it. I wasn't going to be ambitious to do a round the world flight. Hey Lenny, how you doing? Welcome, hi. Yeah, so I didn't want to do a round the world flight, that would be too much. So I figured, let's go USA, West Coast to East Coast. So I had some AI help plotting the journey. It gave me three options, whether I want to do the upper part of North America, the central part, or the lower part. And I've got kind of the central part. So we'll be going over the Sierra Nevada, the Rocky Mountains, the Great Plains. And this is a great plain as well, right? So yeah, we'll be going over all of that. We're in a busy airport, as you can see. We are in San Francisco at the moment. The destination will be Washington, D.C. on the East Coast. We're not going to do it in one trip, obviously. It's going to be split up in around 7 journeys, 7 trips. So yeah, there should be 7 parts to this. This first part will be, I believe, the shortest trip. The next 2 parts are the longest trips out, where we're going to be taking off and we're going to be cruising for almost 3 hours. Now, I think I have a basic understanding of the autopilot. And when I say basic, I mean basic. I know how to turn it on. I know how to make it hold the altitude. For following the flight path on the GPS, because it's an old system on the plane, it turns quite late and it can lose track. So we'll manage it, okay? As long as the plane holds level, I'll manage the rest. So here is the flight plan in words first, and then I'll tell you the flight plan. I'll show you the flight plan visually. So this first part, guys, will see us flying out of San Francisco International, and we will be landing in Reno or Tahoe International Airport. It's around an hour-and-a-half flight, I believe. Then on part 2, we will be taking off from Reno, and we will be landing in Salt Lake City International Airport. Oof. Noisy airport. Maybe I should get in the plane, eh guys? Let's get in the plane. Okay, so from Salt Lake City, we will be flying to Cheyenne Regional Airport. From Cheyenne, we will be flying to Epley Airport. Don't know about that. Then from Epley, we will be flying to St. Louis Lambert International. And then, actually, I think it's 8 trips. Well, it's 8 stages, so maybe, yeah, 7. Leg number 7 will be St. Louis to Bluegrass. And then from Bluegrass, we'll be flying into Ronald Reagan Washington International in Washington, D.C. on the East Coast. Oh my God, what a freaking trip. There will be altitudes. There will be Rocky Mountains. Hopefully SimBrief will guide us through that. I've been told that we should maintain around 7,500 feet for most of it, but in some cases we have to go to 11,500 in order to navigate over things like the Rocky Mountains and stuff like that. So, shall we do it? East to West Coast. Okay, visually, guys, if it lets me show you, I hope you can see this. I hope you've got a screen good enough to see this. But visually, this is what it's going to look like. So in a little nav map here, I'll be using SimBrief to plot each flight plan. I'm only using a little nav map here to show you visually, but there's quite a bit of clutter on the screen, but I hope you can see the line here. So we're currently here. This map is going to reposition back on my aircraft in a second. So it's all across here, down, yeah, and all across there. Now, I've tried to use different maps here to make it look... Oh, of course that's going to give me an error. I've tried to use different maps just to give me a bit more of a striking look to it. Google Maps. I don't know, maybe, I guess you can see that yellow line. So that's going to be the whole... Let's see if I can hold it there. That's going to be the whole journey. So our first leg is going to be this one, San Francisco to Tahoe, Reno. Now I don't have, I've got the runway to land at, which is 35 left. What I don't have is the flight path doesn't, I have to fly directly there, so it doesn't line me up directly with the runway, so I'm gonna have to do that manually. But I already know the inbound course, it's 347, so let's do that. The other thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the plane fully repaired right now, and I'm going to try and maintain a persistent aircraft throughout the entire journey. Oh no! Why are you doing that? Is that bad? Come back to me. I can't go on the home thing. I'm going to try and maintain a persistent aircraft, right? So any engine wear, anything like that, we're going to keep it for the whole journey. And if we need to like wash the plane or, you know, do any maintenance along the way, then we'll have to do that. But hopefully we can do the whole journey without having to overhaul anything. Now, why is this giving me an issue? Let's try and go back in. Oh dear. Well, okay. Didn't need that. Okay, you can't see it, can you? So yeah, look at this. So look at this, guys. All this comes up, but if I click home, I get an error. Or I did get an error. Now I can't even click it. I'm just maybe restart the flight. Let's do a restart and see if we can just... I have a new livery on the plane. I've got loads of liveries now put in. So I picked a nice blue one. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Just give it a few seconds for everything to load up so that the frame rates can recover. It does take a few moments. Yeah, trust the flight plan to include noisy places. No, okay. So the only way to fix this... Oh, it's come back. I was about to say was to restart the simulator. Yeah, looks fun. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I just wanted to, you know, because I enjoyed the plane, so I just wanted to do this with it. So hopefully I can not stress the plane out too much so that all the components will stay throughout. Now, there's a place where you can actually select persistence. I don't remember where it is, though. You'd think it would be here, right? So you've got the autopilot here, really, but... See, all the autopilot switch does... Oh, well, let's get to that in a minute. What is this? I have no idea what that is. So hopefully I'm going to fill the field with what SimBrief says. Yeah, so the autopilot. Okay, so on the yoke, there's a switch for the autopilot disconnect and the altitude engage and disengage, right? But if you look here, turn it off. Thankfully, A2A have given us the buttons that were on the yoke, still there. All this does is turn the autopilot electrics on. It just switches it on. It doesn't engage it. It's just basically an on-off switch. And that's all that does. Right. So, guys, this is the plan. And, yeah, this is part 1 of the journey. So, it should be 7, right? Hold on. It should be 7 trips because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. So there should be 7 parts to this. I'm not looking forward to the 3-hour ones, but hopefully that's part of flying. But hopefully we can use the altitude hold mode and just let the plane do its thing. Make sure that all of our gauges are in the right place. And we're not stressing things out too much. And yeah, it's basically just it'll teach me how to fly better, I guess. I don't know. So, are we ready to go? Shall we do it? Let's go outside and do the stuff. I'm going to refuel the plane from outside here. Now, SimBrief is telling me that I've put in for no passengers. I have a new co-pilot as well. He's looking a bit more, well, it's supposed to be a she. Yeah, anyway, we'll see. So we want 109 kilograms of fuel for this trip, apparently. Now, I believe SimBrief already calculates in like an extra 45 minutes of fuel for this plane, so we should be fine there. So let's get one of the caps off. You don't have to take the cap off to do this, but you know, authenticity and all that stuff. Right. Oh, this is in gallons, not kilos. Does it have it here? Oh, pounds. Oh, buggeration. I've got the fuel here in kilos. This is in pounds. How do we change this to kilos? Oh, here, metric units. Thank you. Right, so we're looking for an overall of 109 kilos. Does it not show the actual fuel weight? Just the fuel alone? Oh, okay. I'm not going to factor in the co-pilot, by the way. Huh. So how do we do this then? How much does airline fuel? How much does 1 liter weigh? Oh boy. Right, let me quickly Google this. How many liters of airline fuel is 109 kilograms? A 135.5 liters, assuming a standard density of blah blah blah. So let's go with 140. So all right, let's put Or do I have to click each one? Let's put 65 in here. 65 in here. I hope this is going to work, guys. Yeah, you can't click and hold and then have it just keep counting down. Okay, that's 140, right? 70 in each side. Oh boy, oh boy. Empty weight, total weight. Yeah, but it's counting the baggage as well. So we have to take 965 minus 91 minus 787, and that will give us the remaining kilos will be the fuel. It would have been nice if they just told us. Oh God. All right. Well, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah. So the pilot, I'm not gonna, like I say, I will have a visual co-pilot. You know, it'll be there to see, but I'm not gonna factor in the weight. Baggage. I haven't put any down. There's no cargo or payload here, so I'll leave it out. Right, maintenance. Let's overhaul everything for now, just so we have a nice, clean plane, and everything is, you know, good. And I think that's going to be it. There's our air pressure, 1022. See, now that would not be the correct. Hectopascals is not what they use in the United States. It's inches, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Right, I guess that's it then. Let's just take off the stuff. You know, when I came to this airport and I just heard the first plane, it must have been pretty close by, and I heard the first plane fire up, and I kid you not, I thought it was thunder. It felt like a thunderclap. Now, what will be interesting, guys, is like when we get through the journey, when we get through the flight, not this flight particularly, but when we get through, like, say, halfway across America or something, I want to check the oil, not just for level. I want to see if it actually changes color. I think that would be interesting. And it would be also cool if these clips open so we could see the engine inside, right? That would be nice. Okay, so chocks are off, tie downs are off, pitot cover is off, and yeah, I guess that's it. We can get in. Now, I don't need to do much here because I've got the destination details. I've got the altitude, the final altitude we need to be at. I've got the inbound course all set and ready to go. So, are we ready? Okay, let's just check. Fuel pressure, it's only a little bit, this actually. Yeah, you can barely see the needle move from here. I wonder if we can maybe get a better view of this from here. And just watch that fuel pressure needle. It's just so very slight. And we're not running a lot of fuel right now. So there's our fuel tanks, look. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of working. So let's push that in, push that in. Let's try that again. Minimal, but we should be fine. Oh, wait a minute. This would help. Yeah, try now. so slight, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that's fine. It moves. Right, beacon on, strobe on. What was the temperature? 14. Cool. We'll leave it like that. We'll put the pitot heat on though. Right, in terms of throttle, let's pop a bit in there. And apart from priming, I think we're pretty good to start up. Let's just twist that. 1, 2, 3, and twist it to lock it up again. Magnetos on both. Okay, cool. Avionics on. What am I getting myself into here, guys? Trouble. Trouble as usual. Right, where are we on the revs? Okay, so as we're waiting for the oil to come up to temperature, we'll get to the map. And we're taking off from runway 28 right. Can we see that here? No. No. Let's have a look, see where it is. Sorry, my mouse is clicking things off the screen that it shouldn't be clicking. So, come on, it's so laggy, man. So, KSFO. I just want a map of it at the moment. Right, so the red triangle is where we are, and we need to go to 28 right, was it? 28 right, which is here. So, we want to turn, come down the taxiway Charlie, I guess, all the way down to the end. Okay, that's basically it. Alright. I think we can manage. So 28 right is here. Yes, I know there's no arrival airport. Give me a chance. Oh, I was just thinking there, I hope that's not just it. But yeah, it loaded more stuff in. All right. All right. Come on, oil. What temperature here does it need to get to before it's happy? 90? If it is, it's the same as my car. 90 is when it's warmed up. Yeah. Right, let's try not to waste too much oil here. Oil? Fuel. Getting into a Comanche. Yeah, a plane. Yeah, the plane, yeah. Now, the other thing here is the fuel flow. Takeoff, so 6,000. So, we want to be... I'm not quite sure what SL stands for, but 2,000, 4,000. So does that mean if we go to 8,000 we have to have the fuel flow here? I think we want to be around 14. I think the fuel flow is meant to be around 14 per hour, beer per hour, 14 liters per hour or something like that. So we're going to try and get it there, because I think that's what the fuel calculations are based on. Right, guys, we are K9 flight 2627 because we're dogs. So we've got the ATIS. Let's tune into that.
Left 28 right, 28 left. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for San Francisco. Advise on initial contact, you have information Foxtrot. San Francisco Airport information.
.022, just double checking. Sometimes you move the mouse and it just accelerates beyond itself. Right, 1022, da 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 da, that will be 1, that will be 2. Alright. San Francisco clearance, this is K9 flight 2627 requesting IFR clearance with information Foxtrot. Hairy neck.
San Francisco clearance. Thanks for Foxtrot. Cleared to Reno Tahoe. San Francisco for departure. Then as filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 135.
Oh my god, what's going on here?
Squawk 4023.
I've lost frame rates. You can get that one, sweetheart.
Cleared to Reno Tahoe. San Francisco for departure, then as filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 135.1. Squawk 4023. K9 flight 2627.
K9 flight 2627. Read back correct. Contact ground 121.8 when ready for start or taxi.
San Francisco ground, this is K9 flight 2627 requesting taxi to runway 28 right.
K9 flight 2627, runway 28 right taxi via Charlie. Hold short runway 1 left.
Runway 28 right taxi via Charlie. Hold short runway 1 left. K9 flight 2627.
Delta 1463 Heavy, at gate Charlie 5, request pushback and engine start.
Delta 1463 Heavy, San Francisco ground, pushback approved. Face northeast.
Pushback approved, face northeast, Delta 1463 Heavy.
Alaska 1368, request taxi to be active.
Alaska 1368, runway 1 right taxi via Foxtrot 1, Alpha, Lima, Lima 2.
Runway 1 right taxi via Foxtrot 1, Alpha, Lima, Lima 2, Alaska 1368.
I'm missing the turn because I'm looking at the map at the same time as trying to navigate it. Right, now this livery belongs to A2A, so they are the developers, so this should work. We're stuck in a gully here or what? 'Cause I'm trying to turn the plane to the right and it's struggling with me.
Delta 1463 Heavy, request taxi.
Delta 1463 Heavy, runway 1 right taxi via Alpha, Lima, Lima 2.
Runway 1 right via Alpha, Lima, Lima 2, Delta 1463 Heavy.
K9 flight 2627, cross runway 1 left at Charlie. Continue taxi via Charlie. Hold short runway 1 right.
Cross runway 1 left at Charlie. Continue taxi via Charlie. Hold short runway 1 right. K9 flight 2627.
K9 flight 2627, cross runway 1 right at Charlie. Continue taxi via Charlie.
Cross runway 1 right at Charlie. Continue taxi via Charlie. K9 flight 2627.
Now, because I don't have a star to come in on, to fly in on, to line me up with the runway, if Beyond ATC doesn't crash before we land, or I don't crash the plane, and we get there, and it wants to give me some instructions on how to line up and change my heading and stuff,
Contact Tower 120.5, Alaska 13.
I might consider doing that.
Delta 2003, gate Delta 6 taxi via Tango. Hold short runway 28 left.
Over to gate Delta 6 taxi via Tango. Hold short runway 28 left, Delta 2003.
At least now we should get clearance to take off. We are being directed all the way up here, so I have to follow it.
Delta 1463 Heavy, contact San Francisco Tower 120.5.
Over to Tower 120.5, Delta 1463 Heavy.
I can definitely feel there's a bit of a breeze pushing on the left side of the plane.
Contact San Francisco Tower 120.5.
Over to Tower 120.5. K9 flight 2627.
Delta 1463 Heavy, hold short of 01 right.
Affirmative, hold short of 01 right, Delta 1463 Heavy.
San Francisco Tower, this is K9 flight 2627 requesting departure from runway 28 right.
Delta 1463 Heavy, runway 01 right, line up and wait.
Runway 01 right, line up and wait, Delta 1463 Heavy.
K9 flight 2627, San Francisco Tower, wind 335 at 5, fly heading 030, runway 28 right, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 030, runway 28 right, cleared for takeoff. K9 flight 2627.
Delta 1463 Heavy, San Francisco Tower, wind 335 at 5, Arnavton Bay, runway 1 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 1 right, Arnavton Bay, cleared for takeoff, Delta 1463 Heavy.
Alaska 1368, contact NorCal departure, have a good flight. Contact NorCal departure, Alaska 1368.
Koryo 024 Heavy, ready for departure. Runway 2A left.
Korean Air 024 Heavy, San Francisco Tower, wind 335 at 5, on to GNNRR, runway 28 left, cleared for takeoff.
Oof. Up we go.
Delta 1463 Heavy, contact NorCal departure. Contact NorCal departure, Delta 1463 Heavy.
Barely see that thing. It's okay.
K9 flight 2627, contact NorCal departure.
Contact NorCal departure. K9 flight 2627. NorCal departure. K9 flight 2627. Good day. 1,900 feet.
K9 flight 2627, NorCal departure, radar contact, clear direct Oakland, resume to San Francisco 4. Climb and maintain 9,000.
Cleared direct Oakland. Resume the San Francisco 4. Climb and maintain 9,000. K9 flight 2627.
Local departure. Korean Air 024 Heavy.
Right, so autopilot, we can switch it on,
100 feet.
and then we just have to wait for the green light. It's just running a self-test right now.
Korean Air 024 Heavy, NorCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 180.
There's the green light. Okay. So we have a few different settings, which if I zoom in and show you, I'm going to fly off course, so I can't show you right now. One is for stability, one's for heading, and the other two is for low and high precision tracking. And stability is basically wings level. It's just going to put your wings level. Yeah, it looks nice out. I mean, I don't want to... Oh my god, we've got a jet underneath us. There's San Fran over there, look. Okay, so if we want to go into stabilized mode, yeah, this is to change. Is this to change the modes? Yeah, there we go. So that's wings level now, which is fine. Once I get up, I know I'm flying a little bit off course. I'm just going to disconnect the autopilot for a second. If I fly parallel to the magenta line, as long as I'm close enough, I don't have to be exactly on it, but within like a mile or so, the autopilot will still track it. Making abrupt turns here because I'm concentrating on so many dials and stuff that I'm missing my my turn point here. think I've got it.
Now,
Now, you see these lights? This is for the trim. Forget the fact that we're off course. It's wanting me to trim down. So if I trim down, just keep trimming down until that light goes off. But before I do that, let's track the heading. Okay, there we go. So the heading now that I'm tracking here is to get the plane back on course. 07. Right, so what we have here, the blue light is altitude level, so it's holding the altitude. We are overspeeding a little bit, we'll come to that now. We're on heading, so it's going to follow this. I think you can even turn this left and right to track the plane left and right, like this is doing, and then return it to center to level it up again. Right, so our ideal cruise speed is 150, so we want to make sure we're doing that. Propeller is 2,200, I'm happy with that. Mixture, where it is right now, we can bring it back a little bit because we're burning a bit too much fuel at the moment. Let's see if we can get it down to about 14, 15. That's going to change though when I do the throttle. So I want to bring the manifold pressure back so that we're coming in around 150 nautical miles, miles per hour, whatever it is. Now we've got to push the mixture back in to get back up to 14. Let me leave it in all the way. I think I'm going to have to put more throttle in now. I want to try and maintain this 150. Okay. Right, where are we? How far off course did we go? Oh, it's broken. Okay. Pause the simulation, please. Did the line break? Oh. We have a broken flight plan. I didn't know that. Well, isn't that nice? I don't need that, guys. I don't need that for a living. I might be quite lost here then. These messages that keep coming up, right, are just a pain in the arse. hold on, guys. Just hold on, hold on. I'm trying to keep up with the course message here. Could be that we missed the waypoint and that's why it broke. I don't know, there's a lot of clutter on the screen. Mansec is where we're supposed to be headed. But if you miss a waypoint, it doesn't break the rest of the... It doesn't break the rest. Well, let's put it this way, guys. It's not supposed to break the rest of it. In. Yeah, I know you can remove the clutter, but I just can't. I can't focus on that now. I've got more important things to consider. The whole trip relies on this not breaking, and it broke. That swing back there, I didn't do that. Why isn't this working?
Contact.
I guess because we need stabilization first.
K9 flight 2627.
There we go.
Oakland Center. K9 flight 2627. Good day. Climbing 5,900 feet for 9,000 direct Oakland. Altimeter 3016, K9 flight 2627.
Yeah, I already did a crash course on the autopilot at the start.
7,000 feet for flight level 190. Horizon Air 2424, Oakland Center. Climb, maintain flight level 320.
Yeah, the heading mode is... I'm not computing the level, the mode. I mean, I get it. I get what it's trying to do here.
Southwest 2368. Contact Oakland.
I understand why the plane's turning.
Have a good day.
Contact Oakland Center 132.2, Southwest 2358. See you.
Unfortunately, better off flying the plane myself. Alright, autopilot, you've got one more chance. Don't blow it. See if this curls back, because it will wave left and right and left and right. It will do that. No. Is this supposed to be you intercepting the line again? Okay. It is laggy. It is going to be slow.
SkyWest 3300. Contact Oakland Center 132.2.
Center on 132.2, SkyWest 3300, see you.
Yeah, well, honestly, let's start if it's anything like that. There's nothing I can do. It is holding the line here, though.
K9 Flight 2627. Contact Oakland Center 119.475.
Now, when we have to make this turn, the plane's probably going to fly further out and then try.
K9 flight
So,
2627.
you know, maybe I have to do it manual.
Oakland Center, K9 flight 2627. Through 5,900 for 9,000 direct Oakland.
Weird, isn't it, how I've actually reduced the throttle just now and the speed went up. That's unique.
Southwest 4434, contact Oakland Center 127.8.
I can't hold. I'm not trying to be weird here, guys, but I really can't process all of your messages while I'm trying to learn this plane. Give me a sec. Just let me stabilize the plane first. I'm not happy where it is. Or the reason why it's flying back off course again. I know it does. I was told it does go left and then right, then left, then right, and it's just going to keep doing that to try and keep track on this line. I wish, just for purposes of gameplay, they would have put in a nice, like an option of an easier autopilot, a more advanced one. That would have been nice. You mean my first time?
33, contact Oakland Center 127.45.
My first time in this, well, it's not my first time in this plane, but
Southwest 2033.
it's not my first time in this plane, it's my second or third time in this plane. That's the fucking place we took off from. I think I'm just going to have to put some more fuel in. Yeah, heading, I know. This is still stuff I have to learn, but I have to... it's difficult to learn by getting different advice from loads of different people, you know what I mean? because otherwise I'm going to end up doing like 5 or 6 different things at the same time, and I have to try things out for myself as well. So on the GPS setting, will the plane attempt to turn here, even if it's going to be late and laggy? And no, I'm not a vet. I'm not a pilot. I'm not a real-world pilot like everybody else is. This is just a part-time hobby for me, if you can even call it that. Okay, so the fuel consumption is just a little bit higher than I'd like, but then again we are flying slower than I would like as well. So I can add more throttle and pull the mixture out, I guess. Let's see if it's going to slowly make this turn.
Contact Oakland Center 127.45, Southwest 2547. See you.
I'm just going to let it do it here and see what happens. It's not going to be immediate like a, like a normal autopilot system. But if I have to take it by hand onto the new heading and then, start the autopilot again, is there a way of like turning all of these settings off? Yeah, we're turning now, but without turning the master switch off. Okay, she's turning. She's laggy, but she's turning. But then she's going to turn and go back that way. She'll overshoot the magenta line and then go back this way and this way and this way. But she's doing it. Yep. Definitely making the turn. What are we going to call you today? San Francisco. What is it? No. What is it? The San Raiders? Is it? I don't know. Okay. Looks like it's tracked that. Now, if I want to increase altitude, there's nothing to do it. I have to take off altitude hold mode and then increase the plane's altitude myself and then re-engage altitude hold. Okay, so now it should come out of the turn. Right, I'm landing right now at Reno. This is gonna, I'm not gonna do the whole west to east in one go. We're gonna be doing this in several trips. But this one is San Francisco to Reno. It's actually, apart from maybe the last leg into Washington DC, this is going to be the shortest flight. Now you see now how it's having to go back again to get itself back in. Old systems, man. Right, so this is Oak going to Fezzik, right? So that's the active leg. Okay. Cool. It wants us at 9,000. Sorry, I broke the rule. I'm 6,900 whatever. All right. at least now when I do the cinematic view, it's not hooking onto the plane's wing like it was last time. Let's have a look around anyway. It's a good thing we've got 45 minutes of extra fuel, apparently. Right, plane speed 140. Ideal cruise speed is 150, so let's just push the throttle in. I can't use my physical throttle now because it's out of sync. So let's push this speed up to 150. This plane's still making changes. It's a nice plane. Yeah, it is.
Oakland Center, Skywest 30.
Right, flyby.
Passing 12,000 for 5,000 feet direct whammy. Skywest 3314.
Okay, so we're around that, aren't we? Around 140. But now we want to be around 14 gallons per hour.
Flight level tree 10.
So let's pull the mixture out, try and get it down to there. Come on. Come on. Come on. 14. Yeah. Nice efficient flying. So that's it, 150. 14 gallons per hour we've got the fuel flow set to. Propeller is set to around 2,200-ish, which is kind of where I like it. Yeah, cylinder head is happy. Oil temp, oil pressure, fuel pressure all in the greens. Yeah, all right. All right. We'll get there in the end. So yeah, so we're using to use this GPS mode, we're using high tracking. I think it's a bit more precise and a bit quicker. Believe it, I don't even want to try the low one. So this is ST. So ST is like stabilization or stability. Basically just lets your plane go wings level. Heading obviously says everything. It follows the heading, whatever's on here. So I mean, right now we can set this to the direction that we are flying in. And let's even put this up here. It's showing that we're a little bit off. That yellow line is broken, so it's a little, because we're a little bit to the right of where we should be, but it's fine. Also, so basically, yeah, you switch the AP on, you switch the autopilot on, you have to wait a few seconds, it runs through a self-test. When it's ready to be operated, this light will go green, and then you can set one of these modes, and you've got the blue light, which is for altitude hold, which is this one here, switch down here. And this, if you push the switch in, it cycles through all the modes, and if you turn this switch left and right, it will turn the plane left and right a little bit. So I can go that way. Just see here, just it's slightly tilted there, look, and then return back to center. It's just to get it on that magenta line, you know. So you can use this to turn the plane as well. But it looks like we're tracking the line quite nicely. And we've got, the speed is like 151, something like that, it's fine. And fuel flow, you want to be around 14. I'm pretty sure Simbrief is calculating it calculating how much fuel you need based on 14 gallons per hour, and it should actually come up here and tell you your gallons per hour, which is up here, look, 13.8, but it'll cycle through that. There we go. So 13.8, 14, meh. We could do with using a little bit less fuel.
United 1449 Heavy, climbing Vietnam 4, flight level 204.
And planes shaking like this, don't worry, it's a third-party app. It's this thing, Aeratone SoFly. It's just basically doing aircraft movement. I mean, I can turn it off. Oh, okay. Is it wind effects maybe? I don't know. I'll just leave it. Let's just leave it.
United 1449 Heavy, contact Oakland Center 126.85.
Contact Oakland Center 126.
I don't like the fact that the landscape is rendering in when I look at it. It should be done already. Anyway, 90 frames per second, we're fine. Yeah, and this is the short leg. This one. The next leg after this is 2.8 hours. So that should be fun. Your gyro is off, so the heading bug is not correct. Yeah, well, I don't know anything about the gyro. I don't know nothing about that. Like what to do about it, anything like that, I got no idea. You can right click on the heading knob. This one? This side, you mean? Yeah, well, I did that. I right clicked it. Different, isn't it?
127.45, Horizon Air 2035.
Quite different because we're heading, what, 125, heading 125, and that does not say that, does it? Wake up, sleepy. But as long as we're following the flight plan here, we're alright, yeah? Press D on the keyboard. If I fall out the sky, I'm blaming you. Okay, D has been pressed. Assuming that I'm using the default keys. What should be happening then? I mean, this has got... Oh, okay, so we're just a bit off north. We're like nearly 30 degrees there, right? So you're saying that this should be up at the top? This part here should be up at the top?
Oakland Center, United 81
I'm clicking and doing all sorts, but,
330, United 8156.
you know. I don't know, mate. I'm just following where the green arrow is. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how to fix it. I've tried what you suggested and nothing's happening. As long as the plane's following my flight path, I'll manage the rest, I think. Nothing's making that thing. So the keybind, the D, what would that be? I mean, what would it be called in the bindings? Reset gyro or something like this? Oh, plenty of wind. It's a wind farm here. I mean, obviously, if I turn this, I could put it near the top, but that's not what we want, is it? It should be there, right?
Contact Oakland Center 127.45.
Center on 127.45, United 8156.
What if I go in here and go to
913. Contact
controls,
Oakland Center 127.8. Take care.
keyboard,
Contact Oakland Center 127.8. Boutique 913.
is it this? It might be there, but you can see, look, you see the text is off the screen.
Center 127.45.
See how the text is off the screen? I think it's putting my key in, but it's putting it there it is. It's just putting it so far back that you can't freaking see the thing. Bottom left. Just pushing and holding right now. That's just spinning the needle around. It's just turning. You can't push this knob, it's just left and right. The only knob you can push is the right one. I don't know what to tell you guys. It is what it is. Is this what we're doing now? Gyro on and off? Oh, hello, it's picked something up here. Got a VOR. Nice and flat. Wait till the second leg when we're going over the freaking Sierra Nevada and then later on over the Rockies. Yeah, but 3 is at the top because I put it there. I turned it there manually with this knob. but the heading is down there. But so the green triangle is stuck to this compass disc that it doesn't move like independent. Okay. This does though. Why would the green triangle be stuck at that particular number? 13. Ah, you bastard. There you go. But yeah, it pulled out. Yeah, it pulled out. Okay. So I guess, I mean, I'm not looking at this compass head on. We're looking at it at an angle, but see, that's because I'm pressing Shift D to move around. So this is a bad key to assign to it. Oh, it is a body of water. I thought that's a wide highway. It isn't. We got it here. Alright, let's come out. See when the next obstacle's going to be. Looks like a fairly straight line until we get oh God. Yeah. Coño. That's a naughty Spanish word. Coño. Except it's C-O-N-O and the N has got the little squiggle on the top, so it's pronounced ña. C-O-N-O, coño. Coño. Which is kind of a Spanish equivalent of the British four-letter word that begins with C. However, it's a lot more relaxed in Spain. It gets used a lot more. Like we would use bloody and bugger, they would use coño.
Oakland Center.
Like you might stub your toe. You know, you might stub your toe on something and go coño.
Flight 2627, Oakland Center, copy.
Come on, little plane. Lucy. Oh, yeah, Lucy today. Lucy. We're taking Lucy to see her parents in Washington, D.C. She'll be accompanying us on the journey. Battery's charging lovely 13.9. That's nice and healthy. I mean, we are flying within looking good, baby. And he's holding a charge very well. You're not kidding. Soundproofing. Oh, that's different from putting the headphones on then. If we put the headphones on as well. And without the soundproofing. Actually pretty good. Okay. Let's keep the soundproofing on then. Maybe you can, I'll be heard a little bit better. I think all those rattles and clicks are from this program as well. It better be. These clicks and rattle sounds. It makes it sound like buttons are getting pressed without my knowledge, but it's not that. Landing flaps, emergency gear handle. Oh right, that's what that is. Should we pull it? Which plane is it that I have? I don't remember. I have a plane where you can actually adjust the seat. You can. I don't know if it's electric or with a handle, but you can actually move it back and forward. I think it's electric. Is it the iFly 737 MAX 8? Is it that one? Definitely remember something. You know. I love it that day that we found out that when you dive in this plane, you just dive really fast and then just pull up hard. That the gravity makes these come down to like there. That's brilliant. There's our. Ooh! Don't move, Jesus! Not what I intended. So it's happy with the trim, there's no lights on. Everything is rocking, guys. The only thing I don't know is when we start descending. Let's have a quick look at the flight plan a second so I can get a bit of a handle on this. So Verdi, I think we need to be around, well, at least 6,900, which is where we are. Yeah, so we can stay at this altitude until Verdi, and then we'll start descending into Reno then. But we're going to have to change, we're going to have to come off autopilot at Verdi so that I can maneuver the plane into 347 degrees heading to line up with the runway, which I think is this. Well, you can't see it, but anyway, I'll have to find it manually. But that should be the fun part, because that's the part I'm going to mess up for sure. But yeah, we're holding level, we're holding altitude, no pitch up and down, lovely. We're holding the right speed, 150 cruising speed. And we've got the right fuel flow. Perfect. That wasn't a question. Yeah, hi Got Steam, how you doing? Turn these rattles off, guys. See if we can turn it off in here. Oh no. Okay. Pilots sneezing and coughing? Yeah, I don't think so. It's not this program doing it then? We've got sound effects for wind and turbulence. Ground roll bumps, touchdown velocity, turbulence, gear drag, movement rattle. But that's on the ground.
2932, Oakland Center, radar contact.
Yeah, we're not on the ground. That's scary. Okay. Right, how do I relocate the plane, guys? Is there a way to lock onto the plane here? Like recenter the plane? Yeah, it would be a bug, wouldn't it? Bottom left on the back button. Oh, you can go straight to the flight plan from there. Well, I'll be dipped.
Japan Air 1 Heavy, flight level 3.
Oh my. That's a lot of buildings.
Oakland Center, good day.
So what's this place to our left here then? Who are you? Who are you? What are you? Sacramento. Wait. Well, yeah, where, what? It's this thing. Woodland. Hello, Woodland. Well, we're flying over McClellan, Sacramento. That's going to be in front of us though. It's just a look. See, zooming in like that, it doesn't render the graphics. It doesn't pop them in. So this is McClellan then? McClellan Airport. So we're going, are we flying over Sacramento? I guess we must be.
Pack Coast 4F Mike, Oakland Center.
Let's have a look. I've got my little nav map here. Yep. Sacramento, behind us. Well, it's behind me now. Yeah. Sacramento. Actually, no, I'm looking at the wrong plane. The orange ones are traffic. Yeah, we're over Sacramento. Yeah, so all of this, what you're seeing right now is Sacramento. Good to know. Departed from San Francisco and hopefully going to crash land in Reno. Reno International. It seems like it's also known as Tahoe as well. Tahoe. It says Reno/Tahoe International Airport. And then the next leg of the journey will be from here, from Reno to Salt Lake City, which is going to be almost 3 hours. But if we can maintain it like this with autopilot, you know, and stuff like that, then it's more manageable than just flying it by hand the whole time, which is doable, but I'd rather not, you know, just can, let me have a look. If anybody wants to take a look at the video that I went off, I think it's about 15 minutes, the video, and it teaches you about the autopilot of this plane. I'm going to give you guys the link to it, which hopefully you can copy, right? Well, that's the YouTube video I watched to learn as much as I could about the autopilot. Well, let's put it this way, I learned enough to get myself working with it here right now. So, yeah. It's a basic autopilot, and it sure as hell works differently to any other autopilot I've ever used before. But, you know, it's basic and I got it working, so I'm happy with it. It'd be nice to have a
San Francisco,
better one.
landing runway 28 right, United 1374.
So yeah, how do we get this centered? But it's following the plane again. I know you mentioned something about near the back button, but if I click back, it's gonna. Right, so ENR, I believe, is en route.
United 1374.
Yeah, if I press the back button, then. Oh. I thought it was going to flick me out of the map. Awesome.
United 1374.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, Billy.
Contact Oakland Center 119.75. K9 flight 2627.
In the last couple of flights we've done with this plane, though, the scenery has been
K9 flight
amazing.
2627. Crossing 5,800 feet for 9,000 feet direct Rossi.
Yeah, because where did we fly out the other day? We flew to Grand Canyon National Park from somewhere. I don't remember where. And the scenery was awesome on the way out, the takeoff. As soon as we took off, the scenery was just fantastic. See if I can find out what it was. No, I don't remember. Don't remember what it was. Yeah, it was a great flight. It was beautiful. I know there's another guy, another flight simmer, who is taking this plane and doing a journey around Alaska, which should present some interesting scenery. It's going to be cold, it's going to be icy, and he's going to have mountains to negotiate as well, so good luck to him for that. So yeah, I'm attempting USA west to east coast, and here we are on the first leg. So it will be 7 separate journeys, and I think the next leg, Reno to Salt Lake City, is going to be the longest one, and the next longest one will be the one after that, which will be Salt Lake City to Cheyenne. They will be 2.8 hours and 2.7 hours respectively, and the other ones should be around about 2 hours each. This flight is only like an hour and a half, well, unless I'm flying. I don't know how long it's going to take if I'm flying. There's actually a waypoint here called audio. There's an airport over here, KMYV. I know that's a VOR as well, but we'll find that. don't know if we'll be able to see it.
Good day. Oakland Center. At Coast 4F Mike. Descending via Tower 1. Flight level 239er.
Well, that's a runway right there.
Oakland Center.
So it must be that KMYV, whatever the hell that is. Yuba County Airport. Sure, it's an airport. Oh, they didn't include a flyby camera in Flight Simulator, you know, by default. I don't know.
Oakland Center, Delta 320, flight level 350. Delta 320, Oakland Center, copy.
Yeah, got 100 frames per second here. It's fake. It's 110, it's fake. What's 110 divided by 255? Well, yeah, 55 is my real frames per second. It's just AI FSR3 that's generating 110. My graphics card does every second frame, and AI does the bits in between. And it thinks we're doing 110. So yeah, AI for the win, because it means I don't have to, you know, rush out to get a graphics card with a load more power. Because, yeah. So I'm guessing this must be local time. 1:45, where we are now. And that's the thing as well, I've got to plan, like, every leg of the flight doesn't necessarily have to be daytime. We could do a nighttime one.
Center on 126.85.
But I'm hoping that one of the flights, maybe we get a little bit, it's a little bit rainy, you know, maybe just a little bit of precipitation going on. I mean, yeah, it's a bit cloudy at the moment, and maybe it's a little bit windy. What was that have we got any, what's the closest airport right now anyway? We've got KLHM there. I don't know if that's a major one, but KSMF. Okay, why don't we ask the chat what the weather's like there? KSMF. So if I do METAR, KSMF, see if it'll put the weather information up on the chat there for us. KSMF here.
Pat Coast 4F Mike. Contact Oakland Center 127.905.
Contact Oakland
Center
Center.
on 127.905. At Coast 4F Mike.
Let's see if METAR is working. There it is. Okay, so the winds are 17 knots at 3:30, gusting to 23 knots. Yeah, you can see it on the plane, it's moving around a little bit. It's 15 degrees, dropping 5 degrees dew point. Oh, what was SLP again? Sea level something? I forget.
Oakland Center, United 9.
Yeah, so if you want a METAR of any, from any airport, you can just type it in my chat and it'll work.
United 901 Heavy.
So we can even type it in for our arrival airport. So if I just do METAR KRNO, it should give us the weather information for Reno. So we have, yeah, it's giving me the air pressure though in hectopascals. Some planes will put both on here, but this doesn't. This does not. You can change it in the settings though, I think. You can have it hectopascals on here, which I probably should have, as we're in the United States. I probably should have that. So I don't know where we would change it though. Controls. So we want air pressure in. Here we go, metric air pressure. Well, let's turn that off. And we want 3022 coming in, right? So, I mean, it's thereabouts, isn't it? We're a little bit off, but as we start approaching, we'll switch it to 3022. We're just now getting to Coño!
Delta 320, contact.
And then we've got that turn at Sigma.
Center on 127.905, Delta 320. Take
Oh, hello. Yeah, so FMG is after the Reno. Okay. We don't need to bother about it then. Yeah, show me the flight plan a second. Yeah, you see, look, Verdi, FMG, and then Reno. Oh, I know what it wants. It wants us to fly past the airport and then do a U-turn. Reno's at 4398 above sea level. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we will have to fly out to FMG first. Oh, guys, you know how we've got this following the plane? Can we get the flight plan to just, like, that's the active leg right now. Can we get it to just follow that so we don't have to keep scrolling all the time? Can it do that? Or is it always manual?
Southwest 1968.
So, yeah, it looks like we will be, yeah, I think that's what we're doing. We're going to go to Verdi, then to FMG, and then we have to turn around. I seem to remember that in the flight plan, that is actually going to be the case. See the line? We have to go out to FMG and then come back, but I think the runway is this direction, like pretty much where this line is. We have to turn the plane and line it up that way, but I think I'm going to have to do that all manually. So that should be a laugh. That should definitely be a laugh. Get ready for that one, guys. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, the autopilot's been behaving itself today, which I'm pleased about, as it's my first time ever using it. And I love that the plane has just stayed within the parameters. 150 miles an hour, 14 gallons per hour of fuel. And talking of which, yeah, we're good, right? We're good on fuel.
Oakland Center, Delta 2710. Good day. Flight level 212.
Manifold pressure is 19.
Delta 2710, Oakland Center.
It's okay. This is like 2300 RPM. I'm happy around 22, but this is fine. It just means the propeller's spinning a little bit quicker, but it's okay. Still running nice and economically. And hopefully when we land, we'll check the engine state, make sure everything's looking good, spark plugs are clean and all that stuff.
United 901 Heavy, contact Oakland Center 127.905, see you.
Center on 127.905.
The next thing we have to do with Beyond ATC is call ready for descent, and then maybe it'll guide me in. Now the descent point. Hold on. Let's go to KRNO. And go to approach. And I chose the RNAV. Oh, it's not that runway. Hold on. Runway 35 left. 35 left. This one. Just the chart, please. This is the chart being overlaid on the map exactly as you would see it, but I'll just take the chart if you don't mind. Oh, okay. So Masu, Land Bay, and Gook 6900, which is the altitude we're at right now. So Gook is. Wait, do we have that? I don't even know if we. Oh, hello. Man, talk about catching up with a bit of lag there. We don't have that. Well, no pun intended, guys. We'll just wing it. Yep, we'll just wing it. That's always the fun part. Yes, Gottstein, you can, to decrease fuel consumption, you can increase your altitude as well. You can fly higher because that way there's less air up there, so less air pressure, and so there's less resistance on the plane, and so you can fly at the same speed but with less power. It's like on the motorway driving behind a truck. Driving behind a semi, right? It's cutting through the air for you, so you don't have to. So you can save fuel behind a semi, but it's barely, you wouldn't barely notice it. It's probably like a tablespoonful, and it's not worth risking the stone chips on the windscreen and on the car. But yeah, the higher you go, the less air pressure, the easier it is to get through the air, less resistance, and therefore you don't need so much power to maintain the same speed. Right now we're just bobbing up and down on the speed here a little bit because it's a bit windy. Yeah, I mean, I could fly higher. I mean, we're only doing 6,900, but if I was up at, say, 11,000 feet, I would save more fuel. Yeah. It's thinner up there, the air, you see? So, it's basically that. Speaking much today. Hairy neck. That's pretty bad, man. We need to get rid of that. That just does not need to be there. But okay. Right, we're going to be making this turn now. The plane will make the turn, but it's going to be slow. But it's okay. Shall we play Count the Trees now? Has anybody opened the window at altitude in this plane? I know the Bonanza plane will crash you out. I'm assuming this one might as well, so I'm not even going to risk it. She's worried about the landing. Yes, so am I. So am I. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, flight level 440. It can go that high, really? Really? Man, that surprised me. Look at this plane shaking. Just like the real thing. Seriously, a citation longitude can hit 44,000
Descending via Tower
altitude?
1, flight level 208.
Or is that just an adventure into
Delta
space?
2710. Contact capital approach 122.9 or 5.
I can't remember which the highest I've flown in this sim is. I think it's either... I think I've flown like 65,000 feet with Concorde.
Center, radar contact.
But also, didn't we get to 90,000 feet with that plane in 2020, the Dark Star? Or am I thinking of something else? I know we were at Mach 9 something. You had to pitch the nose down, you know, and lose altitude, and then pull it up to get the speed up to get Mach 9. But we did do it. I remember flying the Dark Star. We did it. I do have the 2024 version of Concorde because I bought the 2020 version, and the Just Flight people, they give it to you, the 2024 version, for free, no extra charge, and it's had a couple of updates. But it's a bugger to start that plane. Oh my god. I'm just keeping an eye on the autopilot that it doesn't get buffeted around so much. Is it possible that if the plane gets buffeted around a little bit too much, that the autopilot can decide it's not going to play anymore, it's just going to knock out? Does it disengage itself? Oh, are we going to have to fly higher here, guys? Right, so I'm going to disengage altitude mode. Okay, that's the wrong button. Silly arse. It's here. I don't know why I went for that one. We're keeping on... Oh, we're losing everything now. The autopilot's not even tracking anymore. Alright, so this is where things are going to get messed up. Alright, autopilot, you can switch off actually. I'll take this.
Contact Oakland Center 127.9 or 5. Contact Oakland Center 127.9 or 5. Pack Coast 504. See you.
I'll just stay on this course because it's going to get... Well, actually, no, let's go to Sigma. We're told to get to 11,500 on this flight. But SimBrief, what did SimBrief put me on? 7.5, yeah, 7.5. Oh, that's not going to be enough to clear this, is it? Yeah, maybe. Ellie? Is that her name now? So you can see by the green light that the autopilot is on. but it's not doing anything right now. It's just powered. Right, so we're at 8,000. That looks like it's enough. So let's go. We can put it into altitude hold mode, I guess. Actually, no, we can't because we need to select one of these settings. We should still be able to track. I mean, we're not more than a mile away from the magenta line, so the plane should still track. So let's do that. Let's put it into track mode and then engage the altitude hold. And I'm going to leave go of the plane. And now it wants me to trim up.
Oakland Center, Speedbird 5 Lima Super.
There we go.
Flight level 416.
If the top light comes on, it means you need to trim the plane upwards. If the bottom light comes on, you just trim it down until it stops beeping and flashing at you, and then it's happy. So it's going to have to make this turn now. So we're at 8,440 or something. Hopefully that's enough to get over there. And the speed should increase back up to 150, I would imagine. Because I haven't altered anything. It's got itself back to go this way. So it's going to be a very lazy turn here.
San Francisco Airport, landing runway 28 left, Speedbird 5.
45,000. That's crazy, man. Oh, it wants me to trim down now. Okay. It's just so the plane's happy with the trim. Right, she's making the turn very slowly. Yes, we can take over and do it manually, but I'm quite happy to do this. Or we can even just use this and help turn the plane even more. And yes, it does have a bank angle limit, I think 20 degrees, right? Which is here, indicated by these marks here. So you can see the plane's turning nowhere near its limit.
Speedbird 5 Lima Super, turn left, heading 205 vectors for the approach.
Oh, please tell me we're going to clear this.
Turn left, heading 205, Speedbird 5 Lima Super.
I don't want to do any last minute. Are we high enough, guys?
Speedbird 5 Lima Super, descend and maintain flight level 330.
Let's go this way.
Descend and maintain flight level 330.
What do you guys think? Can we clear it? I'm thinking more of this guy over here, this one. Terrain. Oh, up. That is too close. The throttle, I mean, we're still at 140, and the fuel flow is a little bit, it's 13 instead of 14 because of it. But I didn't change the throttle. I haven't messed with the throttle at all. Go a bit higher? Yeah, probably right. The plane has to turn still, right? It has to turn away from this. I'm going to be going over this way, I think. Maybe we can entice it. Oh, look, did it just do this left on its own? Did it turn this button on its own? Because it's turning left here. Can it do that? I don't remember turning this button. I keep pitching down. I keep doing it. I'll have to keep an eye on that button. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Okay, we are back at 150. And are we back at 14? Not quite. Not quite. I mean, we can just change that by adding a bit more mixture. Oh, give me a better view. Man. Yeah, those mountains in the background there, that looks a bit iffy. I'm going to center the plane out right now because it needs to retract back onto the magenta line like now, I think. So I'll take control of it. Come on, make your turn.
Speedbird 5 Lima Super. Descend maintain 4,200. Altimeter 3010. Descend maintain.
Oh, it's so freaking slow.
Altimeter 3010. Speedbird 5 Lima Super. Speedbird 5 Lima Super. Contact Oakland Center 132.2.
Hey, come on. Turn.
Contact Oakland Center 132.2. Speedbird 5 Lima Super. Have a good day.
It's so rattly and windy. What she doesn't know is there's only one parachute and I'm wearing it. Guys. Okay, if I just put this into stable mode, stabilization mode, right? So it keeps the wings level, okay? And then take off the altitude. The plane can keep itself level, and all I have to do is pull up. Correct? And the plane will keep level for me. No, because the autopilot's off. Oh, bollocks. Okay. I guess I'm flying manual then. I don't know why the autopilot switched off. It says it's not ready. Oh, actually, no, I think it is on. Yeah, because I am trying to turn the plane and it won't. Yeah, I think once you've selected one of the modes, the ready light goes off. And the fact that one of these modes is lit up tells you that the autopilot is working. So yeah, let's pull this plane up. Keep an eye on the speed. This where the green stops is the stall speed, so I don't think we're going to be in any danger there. Let's just not hit any treetops or any such thing. See if I can maneuver the plane to the left here, just entice it back onto the magenta line. That's the only way I can steer the plane while it's trying to maintain wings level. Let's go back to center. So it's just this now that we have to avoid, right? I mean, I'm at 9,200. Let's pull this thing up. Maybe we can get it to 10,000 or something like that. It's still tracking the magenta line. It's still stabilized. So is the airport? Is that the airport? I don't know. Come on, Rusty, pull on that pitch, man. Keep an eye on the speed. Don't let it drop under 100. Keep it about 100. Probably fine now, actually. Yeah, we're good here, right? good. Let's get it to 10,000 and then we'll level it off. I love the fact that it's staying wings level. That's really cool. Alright, 10,000 incoming. And let's just level the plane off. Now the autopilot's doing it. And now we'll put it back into track mode. And it wants me to pitch up, which I've just done. Okay, so now the plane's just turning just to retrack on this line. It's a little bit to the right of it, which is fine. Hey, it's fine. See it, this line's a little bit disjointed. That just shows that we're a little bit out. Oh, look at this. Very nice. But we're way higher than what we wanted. We can come down now. We can come down. I don't think... We're not going to go that far, are we? I don't know. The plane's behaved itself. Yep. The only issue with this cinematic mode is you can't spin around. There's no orbit. You can only do that. You can only do that here, with this view. It looks like we were way too high, doesn't it, to get over there? But at the time, it looked like it was pretty close. Yeah, so we can actually lose a little bit of altitude now. Bring it down to around 7,000 again. But I don't know whether we have to go past here. I mean, there's Reno. So this darkness here, is this those high bits? Is Reno just over this mountain here? So we got some high terrain here, and Reno is over. It's over it. It's past it. So I think that high terrain spot is like kind of this here. So we will have to go past that. But yeah, let's stay up here. Let's stay up here. Oh, I'm literally flying just on freaking instinct. It's all guesses. Right, let's have a flyby, shall we? The plane should be quite dirty when it lands as well. Another one? Here's the plane's got dirty. But we do have the ability to wash the plane. There is a wash plane thing, but I don't know. I think the dirt on it, wasn't that dirt there before we? I don't know. I don't know if it's accumulated or what, but that's probably the only maintenance I'll do on the plane, unless I have to change spark plugs or clean a filter or something. I'll just wash the plane in between journeys. Yeah, so I think the destination, guys, is just over this hill here. Hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how to classify it, but yeah, a big lumpy bit. Because there's Verdi, and then we go over to FMG for some reason. There's obviously a good reason for it, and then we have to turn back, which I guess I'm going to be doing that manually. So once we get past this mountain, I'm going to call ready for descent.
Oakland Center, K9 flight 2627, out of 10,000 feet for 9,000 feet.
9,000. Are we safe at 9,000 then? Looks like we will be.
2627, turn left, heading 045.
Oh, here we go.
Turn left, heading 045, K9 flight 2627.
Now, do we follow what they're saying? Because 045
2627, contact Oakland Center 127.95.
will put us
Center on 127.905, K9
34.
flight
Will put us
2627.
here.
Have a good day.
Do we follow what they say, guys?
Oakland Center, K9 flight 2627, out of
All I have to do
10,000 for
is put this in
9,000 feet.
heading mode, and it should follow that. Should we do it?
K9 Flight 2627, Oakland Center, roger.
Okay, heading mode. The plane will turn now. And I think what we'll do is let's disengage altitude. And let's bring the plane down to 9,000.
Reno Tahoe landing runway 17 right.
17 right. Oh, we have a different runway.
17 right, K9 flight 2627.
Okay, you're gonna have to guide me in then, boy. We have a different runway assigned.
2627, contact NorCal approach 126.3.
Well, that's
Contact
lovely.
NorCal approach, K9 flight 2627. Have a
Yeah,
good day.
exactly, Lenny. Exactly. Let's see how good the AI brings us in.
NorCal approach, K9 flight 2627. Good day. 10,000 with the numbers.
K9 flight 2627, NorCal approach, altimeter 3020, expect the
I'm really having to pitch down
right.
with some quite a bit of force just to
expect the visual
push
approach
the plane
runway
down here.
17 right. K9 flight 2627.
I'm watching my speed. I don't want to exceed 180. I definitely want to start descending here. But I can feel there's a bit of pressure that I have to apply here. Push it down. It's not easy. It's going to be a trim thing, but the plane, yeah, okay. Now we can request a different expect the visual approach on runway 17. Oh. Sorry guys, it's a little bit squiffy this bit. There we go, 9,000. Can we bring it down a bit more? Let's hold it here. Yeah, you see, trim down. I knew it. We were a bit out of trim there. Okay. So all it says is expect the visual runway, and that's it. Does that mean it's still going to guide me in though, right? So altimeter 3020. So that'll be there. All right. Don't you crash me. I'll kill you. I'll kill you to death. Did they say 17 right? Right, just give me the course. 167. Okay, 167. Oh. And
K9 flight
it's there.
2627.
Okay, so
Maintain 7,000 feet. Altimeter.
descend and maintain 7,000. Okay.
Descend, maintain 7,000 feet. Altimeter
Altitude off.
3020, K9 flight 2627.
Hey, 7,000, better clear me over this frickin' hill here, because
K9 flight 2627, turn right, heading 060, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 060, K9 flight 2627.
nice. Okay. Pushing down to 7,000 though. Well, maybe in a little bit. We're flying. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just going to stay where I am right now on altitude. I am absolutely trusting in this Beyond ATC right now. Please not crash. How can you direct me down to 7,000 with this terrain? You crazy? Once we clear this, then we'll dip down to 7. So the final course is 167. Not too fast, that's too fast. Alright, calm down. Which one's the airport? Is it this?
K9 flight 2627, turn right, heading 080.
Oh, we're overspeeding here.
Turn right, heading 080, K9 flight 2627.
I'm still at 8,000. Let's just drop some throttle away. Once we level up, we'll be able to slow down. It is very windy. Sorry, I went a little bit over there.
K9 flight 2627, descend and maintain 5,700 feet.
Oh,
Descend and maintain 5,700 feet. K9 flight 2627.
K9 flight 2627, turn right, heading 105, intercept the 17 right localizer.
Turn right, heading 105.
I can't do everything.
Intercept the 17
Hold
right
on.
localizer.
Hold on.
K9 flight 2627.
Can we do this while it's paused? No. So 105, so 90, 100, so this one. Okay. 100, 105. Done. Oh, the amount of faith I'm having to put into this. We have to be under 150 to be able to bring out the, or start doing the flaps. Right, that's 6,000. You need to lose another 300. Come on. What do you mean the localizer? Where the hell? Yeah, we need to, the airport's over there, isn't it? Hold the phone. Need to know where I am. There's the airport. We should be turning now. See, my brain isn't set up to understand how to intercept the localizer on this frickin' plane. I don't know. I'm gonna make the turn though.
K9 Flight 2627, airport is at your 2 o'clock 6 miles. Report the field in sight.
I have no idea, guys. Hold on.
K9 Flight 2627, airport is at your 2 o'clock 6 miles. Report the field in sight.
Well, I'm going to report the field in sight just because if I don't, it's going to cancel the flight instruction.
2627.
K9 Flight 2627, cleared visual approach runway.
Do we know where it is?
Cleared visual approach 17 right. K9 flight 2627.
I'm trying to look for pappy lights and stuff, but I can't see any.
K9 Flight 2627, contact Reno Tower 118.7.
Contact
Let's just all I can do is follow this.
K9 flight 2627. See you.
That's all I can do.
Reno Tower. K9 flight 2627. Visual runway 17 right.
K9 Flight 2627, Reno Tower, wind 155 at 6, runway 17 right cleared to land.
We're at flaps 1.
Runway 17 right cleared to land. K9 flight 2627.
I think I got it, guys. I think so. Hold on. Gear down. No? Dude. Jesus. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Right. So we've got 3 strips. The left one is 17 left. The middle one is 17 right. And the last one is the taxiways, right? Laps 2. Got my eye on a particular spot on the runway. I'm just going to try and aim the plane for it. We are a little bit high. Laps 3. Come on, Pappies. Come on, Pappies, talk to me. Okay.
2627.
Woo!
Exit next available.
Mamacita.
Exit next available taxiway. K9 flight 2627.
Laps up. Welcome to Reno. Oh my God. Yay! Good landing, man. That was good. Managed to get it slowed down enough. Thank you, autopilot.
2627. Contact ground 121.9er.
Oh, man.
Ground 121.9er. K9 flight 2627.
Let's take the autopilot off altogether. Reno ground, this is K9 flight 2627, requesting taxi to the assigned ramp.
K9 flight 2627.
I actually thought the wheels weren't going to come down.
Bravo.
I know it's a three-way switch,
Via Charlie. Bravo.
but the bastard just refused. See, you have down and then you've got off. You can switch it to a two-way in the settings, but it still shows the off there. So, but I think it'll probably just miss it out, right? Okay, so now we need to taxi. Oh, we did turn off the right way, did we? Did we? The reason, yeah, the only reason I turned off this way was because I saw big planes on the right-hand side, and I figured that the smaller aircraft would have to, you know, maybe be on the other side. And, yeah, I was completely wrong. Well, at least I was wrong in terms of the assigned. See, we have to cross the runway now to do this. And what we should do is, it should know that we're on the wrong side, and it should tell us to hold here and wait for permission. That's a Delta Airlines over there. Some Southwest planes. Right, what conditions my landing gear in? I think that was an okay landing. I know the plane kind of bumps around a lot, but I think, yeah, it's about right, isn't it? If you fly a real plane, that's kind of how they land. Thank you, Gray. We did good, man. Don't worry, man. There's six more legs to go for us to mess it up on. So we'll mess one of them up. The first flight was a mess, but I don't know if I can cleanly trim that bit out of the video. You know, the one where I decided to crash land it. FedEx are here as well. Ooh. So notice how it said to the assigned ramp, not to the assigned gate. So we're turning here. Well, what a flight that was. And to think the next flight is almost double the length, double the distance. Well, let's put it this way. It's double the time. So, I don't know whether you guys want to join me on that thing, but it should be fun. I'm only interested in the scenery. I mean, the scenery on this one was pretty decent. I don't think I've ever been here though before, like Reno. I've never taken off or landed at Reno before, so this is a new one for me. UPS as well. Oh, so we're getting stuck with all the freight planes, are we? And also those planes that can levitate. Sure. Yep. Levitating planes, that's always handy. So we're you can see on the right hand side there, that's where we have to be. Madre. I don't know whether the plane stays in a persistent state for the next flight, so I'm going to... I don't think so. I don't think I've got persistent cockpit on, which means if I leave any switches on, like if I leave these fuel tanks, you know, switched on, that they'll be on the next time we jump in the plane. I would like it to be that way, because that ensures that I switch everything off that should be off. Yeah, right, you can get out now, and we'll be setting off for our second leg whenever. So off you pop. I'll get your luggage. Hold on. Oh, we were 7.9 feet out. Right. Oh, that's mine. That goes back in. Right, there's all your junk. Oh. I didn't know it was going to close. Any damage to the plane? Yeah. I mean, I'm going to keep it persistent, but I'm going to check it now. Let's just tie it down, and then we'll check it. And I'm not sure there's going to be any fuel in here. There may be. Does it use... Oh, it is. I was just going to say, does it waste the main tanks first and then use the wing tips afterwards? Because there's still a decent amount of fuel in there. And that's a point. How much fuel did we end up with at the end? I'll have to go and check that as well. But we don't need you, man. Can't do pushback. No, we're fine. And also, before I forget, right, so fuel, well, oh, it's tight. It's tight, the fuel, guys. What I like about this plane is you don't have to keep switching left tank, right tank. It drains fuel equally from both sides, which is nice. Still don't know what this is. Right, oh, have I left these on? Pitot heat? Alright. Persistence by livery. Okay, so as long as we're in the same livery, it'll be fine. It's this only one's on, isn't it? Cockpit persistence. And that means that if I don't turn any buttons off, then, you know, if I leave the battery switched on, then the next time I come to the plane, I don't know, maybe it'll be flat. But so if my landing gear is in the off position, that's how it'll be when we get back to it. So, maintenance. So let's inspect the body of the plane, the airframe. It's all green, so I guess it's okay. We've got tire, left tire. See, it doesn't say fix on any of this stuff. I think we had a pretty good landing, to be honest. And the front tire, yeah, there's no fix on any of it. It's absolutely fine. We're going to have a look at this wash the plane as well in a second. So engine, let's inspect the engine. All in the greens. These different levels, I was just asking before, is this compression? Is this how much compression's in the cylinders? Or what? What is this? Is that how you spell carburetor? Okay. So there's still a bit of heat there, it's still cooling down. You can't inspect these though, but the piston, that one looks a bit cooler, but I think these just need to cool a bit. And electrics, the battery should be like freaking charged up to hell because it's been on the alternator for the whole flight. 12.4, yeah, she's charged So yeah, all good. The plane is fine at the moment. All the switches are off. Key is off. For some reason we're leaving the key in. Mixture's out, propeller's out, throttle is out, and the tanks are off. Yeah, that's it. Right, can we wash the plane? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to make that much of a difference, to be honest. Does persistent cockpit mean that it will... That's not what I wanted. Mean that it will leave the door open as well? I don't know. Oh, will you stop it? Okay, let's do it. I think you have to close the door first, right? Okay. Which is the easiest side to see this way? Yeah, I think the plane just is naturally that dirty. But I mean, we can try it. But I don't think it's going to make a difference. No mouse? Well, yeah, okay. Well, we can't see it. Can't see the mouse outside for some reason. I don't know why that is. No, no idea. Can't see it inside the plane either. What's going on? Wash the plane and clean the bugs. Yes. I think it's still gonna look. Yeah, it looks the same. But for the fact that there is a wash the plane option, you would assume then that the plane must accumulate dirt as it flies. So the only thing I can think of doing is just not washing it for the rest of the trip and see how much dirty it gets. Because I think this is on by default. But I'm not really sure what it's supposed to have done. Oh, let's check the oil. I just want to see if it's changed color or any such thing like that. I mean, it's clear, it's barely visible though. There's the oil level right there. And I think is that the mark where it's supposed to be? And the minimum? What, down here? I don't, it's too hard to see and I can't zoom in, I can't see it any clearer. So that's the oil rating, right? Oil capacity 12 quarts. I mean, is there an option to top up oil in the tablet? Let's go out here and do it. No, can't. I don't know why we don't get a mouse pointer. Yeah, oil grade. So you can choose, this is the default. And then you've got additive as well. And there's your oil level. So the oil level's down to 89%. So I guess to add oil, you just slide up the slider. So yeah, we used 11% oil. So the next trip's going to be twice as much. So if we assume it's going to use
Southwest 2099.
22%,
Request pushback and engine
then
start.
that's going to take us down to 67% oil.
Southwest
So I think
2099.
after that I would probably want to
Ground.
top it up.
Pushback
I don't want
approved.
it to go too much
Face
below
east.
that. And we'll just keep the plane maintained, just top the oil up when it needs it, and yeah. That's it. There you go, guys. That is the first leg of our coast-to-coast flight. San Francisco to Reno, Is that Nevada? Reno? Reno? Tahoe? I don't know. Let me just quickly ask. Yeah, it is Nevada. Yeah, Reno, Nevada, yeah. That's where we are. This is Reno Tahoe International Airport in Washoe, is that right? Washoe County? Situated 3 miles southeast of downtown Reno and serves the Reno Lake Tahoe area. That's it. Guys, hope you enjoyed it. And if so, if you want to join me on part 2 when we do it. So yeah, I've got myself into quite something, because in Elite we're jumping to Beagle Point. We've got a few more jumps to do on that one. A few thousand light years to go on that one. And then I've got this, which I've got myself into for some reason. It'll be nice, you know, that day that we do part 7 and we land in Washington DC. You know, I think that's going to be cool. So yeah, there she goes. She did it. She flew us all the way. I don't know what the distance was. I can probably tell you though. Hold on. The distance. Oh, actually no, because we've flown the leg, it's not telling me the distance anymore. Hey guys, you should see this, right? Little nav map has shown us the line that we flew, but it also shows the flight path that I actually took. Do you want to see this? Look at this. Here's the line, the direct line up to that point, right? Look at the flight we took here. Look at this. Look, I did a loop here. What the hell was this? Yeah, I had to go all the way around like that. I could have just turned right. I didn't know where the hell I was going. I had to do a loop, and then we did all of this, and then we kind of flew. I'm learning, all right? I'm learning. I'm getting there. And then we got to the end here. What was this? What was I doing here? I don't know. And then, yeah, coming into the airport, as you can see, I just took that turn and then we had to line up with the runway, which was fine. I mean, we did it. So the next trip, guys, is this one, the purple one. We're going to be flying over the entirety of Nevada, over to Salt Lake City. And that's going to be a trip, because that is 366 nautical miles in a straight line, which we probably won't be doing. But yeah, we're basically just covering the entire state of Nevada all the way across the Humboldt, something, can't see it, National Forest. And here, what's this range here? Oh, Sierra Nevada. Yeah, so we had to pass over that. So we've done that. Now guys, my geographical stuff on this is a bit dodgy. Where are we encountering the Rocky Mountains, guys? Where are those? Rocky Mountain High in Colorado. Yeah, Colorado. There's Colorado. Okay. So why am I relying on songs to tell me geography? Right. So yeah, so I guess maybe the Salt Lake to... Oh, look at this one. 402 nautical miles. Salt Lake to Appleby here is when we'll be flying over the Rocky Mountains, I guess. That'll be part 3, I would imagine. Oh yeah. And there's our entire journey. Purple one is next, and then it's all the way to Washington, D.C. Here, Ronald Reagan International Airport. That's going to be our trip. Guys, thank you so much, and I will catch you on the next part, and I hope to see you there as well. and I hope that we have a successful journey all the way to the end without any major hiccups that we can't fix. Until then, have a good one, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you next time.